Hey guys, this video we're going to be solving a very interesting lead code problem called sort color. So let's get started. So spoiler alert, this problem has nothing to do with actual colors. You'll be basically given an array with integers, zeros, ones and twos, and you just sort them how you normally sort an array with just zeros, ones and twos. So all the zeros come first, all the ones comes after zeros, all the twos comes after ones. So you can look at one example here. You have an array 2 0 2 1 1 0. So both the zeros come first after sorting, both the ones come after the zero, and both the twos in the array comes after the ones. So our job is to try to do this in O of one constant space with just one pass algorithm. So as we know, there's no sorting algorithms. You can just sort an entire unsorted array in just one pass. But in this program, we know one special condition. The condition is the array has just the integers zeros, ones, and twos. So we can actually take advantage of this condition to sort an entire unsorted array to make it sorted. So if you want to have a detailed understanding of the logic which goes behind solving this problem, you can check out my friend's Rob's video where he explains it beautifully. It should be right on top. So meanwhile, I guess I'll just keep waiting. So now let's try to implement this logic in Python. So quick recap of the logic. Suppose we have an array like this. We need to have three pointers: pointer I, pointer j, and pointer k. So pointer I will traverse from the first unvisited index to the last unvisited index. So for every zero the pointer I finds, we are swapping zero to its correct position. So what is the correct position for zero to be in? It's the first position. So the pointer k will be pointing to the first position. So we're swapping 0 to its first position, and obviously we are incrementing k for the next 0 to hold its correct place. And for every 2 the ith pointer finds, we are swapping 2 to the last position. So the last position will be pointed by the jth index. So we're swapping the pointer I and jth values, and we are decrementing j for next 2 to hold its correct place. So if you understand this concept, like since we are swapping zeros and twos to its correct positions, the ones are the ones which are remaining, which naturally get swapped to its respective positions. So this is basic concept which you're going to use here. So we need to have three pointers: the pointer I which points to the 0th index, and the pointer j which points to the last index. So this j index is basically points to the value where the value 2 should be, and the kth index is pointing to value 0 initially. So this is the place value 0 should be in the array. So basically we run a loop from the I to j. The reason we have this condition is basically the ith pointer role is to cover every unvisited index, and since we are initializing j to the last index, it covers every unvisited index. And if we are swapping 2 to the last index, then j, we obviously visited the last index because we're making 2 to its correct position already, so we don't have to visit after the jth index. So the first thing which we have to check is if the value which we are finding is equal to 0. So if it's equal to 0, we are basically making ith pointer to the kth pointer, because kth pointer is where the value 0 should be. So this is how you can generally swap two variables in Python: nums of I comma nums of k equal to nums of k comma nums of I. So the ith pointer value is swapped to the kth pointer value. The kth pointer value is swapped to the ith pointer value. So I comma k equal to k comma I. That's what we're using here. And after doing this, we have to increment ith pointer by 1 to move on to the next value, and we have to increment kth pointer by 1 for the next 0 to hold its correct place. So the next thing we have to check is if there are any occurrence of 2. So if we find 2 in the array, we are like almost doing the same here. We are swapping ith pointer to jth pointer and jth pointer to the ith pointer value. And for the next 2 to hold its correct place, we're basically just decrementing j by 1. And the last condition is if we find the value 1. If you're finding the value 1, we basically don't care, we can just move on to the next value. So we're just incrementing I by 1 in this case. So let's run this. Yeah, as you can see, it runs and it's actually really quite fast. So the time complexity of this code is O of n because we're basically just running one loop from the ith pointer to the jth pointer, just one pass algorithm. The space complexity is O of 1 because we're having no extra array, we're just having 3 variables. So thank you for watching and check out other videos.